I woke up last Thursday and my X account was gone. No warning, no explanation, only silence. If you're a creator on X, you have to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what happened to me, why I got suspended, how I got my account back, and most importantly, what you should actually do if this happens to you. On Thursday, I woke up and I went about my day regularly, as I would any other Thursday or any other day of the week. When all of a sudden I get this email from X, your account is suspended. And my first thought was, well, obviously this is a scam. It looks so good. They're trying to steal my password, my X password. So naturally, I open X, I refresh, and lo and behold, there you have it. I was actually suspended. And this is where I started feeling disbelief. I was unsure what to do. I wasn't even sure what I did that might have gotten me suspended. So the first thing I actually did was I opened that email and I tried to understand why was it that I got suspended. And in X's email, they had mentioned something around me being an inauthentic account. This was the main reason and the only thing that they have given me. I click on what is it being an inauthentic account? What is an inauthentic account? From what I read and what I understood, an inauthentic account is either an account that is a bot, someone who is not real, not a real person, inauthentic, and two, that you're botting your engagement. So these are the two official definitions that X gives about what they define as an inauthentic account. Now I know for a fact that I'm real, that I'm a real person. I've shared videos of myself, I've shared video content, I've shared selfies, I've shared pictures. I've done enough to put my face out there to the point of proving that I'm a real person and not a bot. Unless, number two, I know for a fact that I, myself, do not and have not ever botted any of my content. Now, typically, what can happen to some creators is they will get attacked. Someone will send them a swarm of bots to their content and to their account, and will also start mass reporting them, which would result in getting suspended. However, for me, Thursday was a regular day. Nothing was out of the ordinary. Nothing seemed off. And this is where I decided to start the appeal process. I started appealing my suspension. Remember the first time I did it, I was like, surely this is a mistake. X is going to reply to me instantly. This is going to get cleared up pretty fast. I mean, I pay my X subscription. I'm subscribed to multiple Twitter accounts. I pay my X API subscription. In terms of someone paying X, a paid customer, I was pretty up there. I was paying somewhere around $200 a month for X, right? I'm not some random account that is barely a customer of X. And I would soon realize how harsh my appeal was when I filed my first appeal. Here I was, writing down the reason this is big misunderstanding. I was a bit hopeful, and this is where I filed my appeal, click submit, and instantly, within the same second, I get an email from X. I open it, I'm like, oh my God, thank God, they're going to unsuspend me. This was all a big misunderstanding. And the email reads, unfortunately, we will not bring this account back after a thorough review. I remember just being so pissed at that point. What do you mean a thorough review? I literally just clicked submit. I had done nothing wrong. X had not given me a proper reason as to why I got suspended. In fact, to this day, I actually don't really know why I got suspended. But I'll get into that a bit more later on. So after I had initially appealed for the first time, I read online that for a lot of people what worked was just keep appealing, bro. That's what the number one advice online is keep appealing. I got my account back after 20 appeals. And so I did. I tried to appeal again and boom, what I see on my screen is I can't appeal anymore. I felt helpless at that point. I have spent 5 years of my life building this X account, showing up consistently, coming up with content, creating content, filming content, just pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into this account. This account isn't just a hustle for me. It's not just a side gig for me. This account is my identity. It's my voice. It's how I express myself. Here I was thinking that X was this freedom app, this app where I could express myself, be myself, build this authentic audience. Yep, here I was, suspended. No clue, no reason as to what had happened. And the next couple of days, I'm not gonna lie, were a little depressing. And this is why I'm filming this video. I mean, if this can happen to me, someone who's active daily, someone who's shared so many video content online, then this can literally happen to any single person watching this video right now. So let's talk about how to avoid it. How do you avoid getting suspended? Now, the one thing that had brought hope back into my heart was the amount of posts I saw online about what had happened to me. And I had never imagined that this many people would tweet about my suspension, that many people would even notice me missing. And honestly, it brought me to tears. And I even went trending on the day of my suspension. And I thought to myself, I mean, just look at the bright side. If this is how I'm gonna go, this is a pretty good damn way to go. Just leave on the trending page without you even being here. I felt like Tupac in that instance. But ultimately, 6 days later, after multiple appeals, here I am, finally gotten my account back. So let's talk about how you can avoid getting suspended and what you can do if you get suspended. Now, when I got suspended, a lot of speculation started. I started seeing a lot of posts on Twitter around the reasons I could have gotten suspended. The most common one was GMs. Literally, the entire space stopped GMing because of Kermit's suspension. This is as big of influence as I could ask. Now, a little disclaimer, I'm not an authority on X suspension. Because I got suspended does not mean I know every single reason that exists for getting suspended. However, what I know for a fact is that I did not get suspended because of GMs. It was not like my entire feed was just GM, 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 GM. No, you could see a variance of content types in my content. So you can rule this out. GMs did not suspend me. Whether you can get suspended for only engagement farming, I have no idea, but that is not what happened to me. The second myth that popped up was everyone make sure that you verify your ID with Twitter. Now, I have checked. I did not have my ID verified when I got suspended. It could be a reason for mislabeling me as an inauthentic account. However, after researching it online, it does not seem to be correlated that much with an inauthentic account suspension. However, something I would highly recommend, if you can give X the least amount of reasons to suspend you, go ahead and do it. If you have not verified your creator ID, go ahead and do it right now. Better be safe than sorry. So if it wasn't any of these reasons, then what happened? And honestly, this is where, to this day, I still feel disheartened about the entire process and the entire situation. And I hate to say it, but I actually don't know. I still don't know why I got suspended. I tried reaching out to X support, to X officials, just trying to understand why it happened. It felt like I had zero control over the entire process. Again, no warning. It's not like X sends you a, hey, this is your first warning, stop doing this behavior and you'll be fine. No, they just suspend you. Take away your entire hard work in the snap of a finger. Now, from the hundreds of things that I did to appeal my suspension, here are the things that you should and here are the things that you should not do. The things that absolutely don't work, don't mass tag support. Although I went viral that day, a lot of people ended up mass tagging support, yet nothing happened. I did not get a response back from support. My future appeals were not working. X was letting me appeal once every 2 days for some reason. So do not tag or mass tag at support or at premium, this literally does absolutely nothing. And number two, just don't even bother trying to DM support yourself. You'll get a bot. You can ask for a human. The bot will tell you, oh, do you want me to transfer you to a human? And you're like, hell yes. And guess what happens? Another bot ends up talking to you. Just don't DM support. Here are the things you should actually do if you get suspended. Number one, don't panic. Keep your cool, keep your composure. You're not the first person to get suspended, and you won't be the last person to get suspended. Many people have gotten suspended and gotten their accounts back. And many people have gotten suspended and never gotten their accounts back to this day, which I suspect a lot of these people might be watching me right now. Number two, appeal as many times as you can. Although none of my appeals were successful, from reading online, from talking with so many friends, I know for a fact that a lot of the people who got their accounts back got it through appealing. Now, for some crazy reason, X would literally not let me appeal more than once every 2 days. With other many accounts I had read about, they were able to appeal every hour, every 5 minutes. For some reason, I had the iron fist shoved up my... So I could not appeal more than once every 2 days. But keep appealing, keep appealing. I've heard reports of people getting their account back after 5 appeals, after 20 appeals. I've heard people getting their account back after months of continuous appeals. So for that reason, keep appealing as much as you can. Number three, reach out via a brand account. Now, in my specific case, I'm an affiliate of Mintify. I have the Mintify badge next to my account, as you can see from Twitter. And what I was able to do, I asked Jake from Mintify, I was like, brother, any chance you can DM support, try to see if they respond to you, if a real human responds to you. And to my surprise, he DM'd support and they actually responded to him. An actual human, I have to say, responded to Jake. And although that was not helpful in getting me unsuspended, the human literally just said, oh, looks like I can't do anything about it. He's suspended for good. That's it. We will not be bringing this account back. It at least got an answer from a human. And I have heard from other friends and other accounts that them doing that is what fixed it. So if you're an affiliate of a brand account, have that brand account DM support and message support. They're typically a lot faster with answering, and actual humans answer that DM chat. Now, step 4. If you get suspended and you've tried everything out, here's one last way that you could get your account back. I have to preface this. I don't know anything about this. I've never heard of it. Don't have any affiliation with it, but here it is. Here's the way. You do it as you will. Do not tag me though. Method number 4 is pay an X rep. Now, essentially, from my understanding, the way this whole thing operates is there are people who find X representatives via LinkedIn, for example. They send them a DM. They're like, hey, I see you work at X. I have this so-and-so case. Could you help me escalate it? And this is where the X rep will be like, sure, I'm happy to. They'll either ghost you or they'll be like, sure, I'm happy to, for $20,000. And by the way, a lot of people will try to just farm the shit out of your situation. I had people reach out to me being like, hey man, I feel for you, I feel for your pain. Could you give me all this information? I would sit down, talk to them for 2 hours, think that they'd be trying to help, and then end up quoting me $20,000, $30,000. Some guy even quoted me $40,000. And it's absolutely disgusting that this even exists. However, this is how method number 4 essentially works, is find an X rep that has a bit of questionable ethics and bribe them. In fact, you don't even have to bribe them. They're going to ask you for money. So yeah, that is method number 4. Not that I would know anything about that, though. Now, what are my next steps as a creator? What do I plan to do? What am I going to do from here? What have I learned from this? Honestly, part of this makes me want to create more video content moving forward. Partly because I want to make sure that X sees I'm real. I am not a bot, okay? I would like to throw these allegations out the window. I am, in fact, a very real person with very real feelings. I would also like to diversify my content a little bit more. I want to personally try out just posting a bit on YouTube, on TikTok. I know these are completely separate, but this whole situation has made me realize just how much I rely on X for my platform, which I would not recommend anyone to do so. If you're a content creator, if content creation is your main source of income, make sure that you diversify your risk. And lastly, now this is a theory, because again, I don't know why exactly I got suspended, but a big theory of mine is potentially my ex named Kermit. It could be seen as an impersonation of the actual Kermit. But just to be safe, I am considering changing my name, perhaps to my real name, perhaps to another alias. I don't know yet, but this is something I'm considering in the next couple of weeks or potentially month. If you've watched this video up until here, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting, for being here, for showing up. If this is your first time watching my content, if this is your first time seeing me, make sure to follow me and make sure to hit that like button. It would mean the world to me. I do want to end this video off by giving a massive thank you to every single person that's reached out to me, that's posted about me, that's supported me, man, that's just showed up to me in the last 6 days. I want to thank Jihoz, VQ, Jake from Mintify, Spacerush, Pindora, Vi. I want to thank every single creator that's also reached out to me, man. Wale, Pix, Loshmi. The list is literally endless. Last but certainly not least, I want to give just a massive heart, massive thank you to my team, Unfungible, my business partner, Leon, who literally every single day checked in on me, tried everything in his power, tried to talk to as many people, reach out to as many people as possible. Man, Leon was as much part of the suspension as I was. And I don't know if I could have done it was it not for his support, honestly. And I want to thank every single team member that's literally tried everything in their power. Kaito, SHL, Emii, Jur, and the list goes on. Thank you so much for caring, for being here, for checking in on me. And I'm excited to be back. Finally, if X can suspend a verified, active creator without any warning, then it can literally happen to anyone. This isn't just my story. It's a wake-up call for all of us.